I found out I was HIV positive October 17th, 2008. I will never forget the day that she walked in and the nurse said, "I have some news for you." She was like, "You're HIV positive."
Oh,
And they literally had to carry me out of the clinic because I just could not handle it. It was unbelievable for me, especially.
hello all. Hello, and hello. So let me go back up here in my little box. What's up, YouTube? If you just get to see that, I want to go through something right quick that's kind of pertaining mostly to black health, HIV awareness, and spreading awareness as well about STDs that could possibly affect you and some of the ways that you can stay safe. One reason why I do what I do is if you do not know, okay, if you're just new here, um, I am unapologetic tank. I will go through that another day. I really don't want to go through why I use. It's not an alias. It's a part of me, who I am. But JJ McClain is me. Okay, and Tank is a part of me, which is the part that does the media, this and that. But anyway, I do have HIV, and I've had HIV now for about 16, 17 years. So it's been a very long time. So just you can kind of blow a back shadow of I am. I caught HIV back in 2000. When I catch HIV? 2008. Yeah, 2008, something like that. Well, and I found out rather 2008. Excuse my ring light, y'all. It's going crazy. I found out really 2008, and it was a challenge at first, because I didn't know really how to really just deal with it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know how to deal with it. I didn't know what to do. I was really, really kind of I was upset. I was, hurt, of course. And it's something that we all had to go through. But I do want to come keep you aware of the reason why I actually chose to actually come and do mostly YouTube or do I've always been like doing activist speaking, things like that, as you can see. And speaking for large platforms. It's just that I think it's always a topic that some people don't like to touch, but I will touch it. I don't give a damn. I'm touching a topic. I'm gonna touch it, and I will keep my finger on the button. And it's why we're here. Don't forget to hit like. Don't forget to hit subscribe. And so yeah, so we're gonna watch a little bit of this, and then I'll take y'all through some things. So this is me about mm, let's say when was this? This was shoot two okay 12 years ago. This is 12 years ago, and this is about 3 or 4 years into me having HIV. Okay, this is about 3 or 4 years into me having HIV, and check this. Oh look, I made my eyes cross.
Me being my mom being a minister in the church and a missionary, my dad being a preacher, having 9 brothers and sisters, all of us singing in church and being,
Mm-hmm.
that upstanding, upright family.
Right.
You just would not think that that would happen to one of us.
Yeah, my
Just as
mouth is on
far
the
as
mic.
encouraging each other, I mean, we talk to each other, just try to keep stress out of our lives, eat right, and that's just really it. Love each other. I mean, we
Yeah,
love each
love is
other.
a big.
So we ain't gotta go through that. Don't y'all mind who this man is? Mind your business. I don't know this man no more. I don't know who that man is. Mind your business.
Talking to telling anybody that I had HIV.
The
This was like 6 years
same.
ago. So when I first found out, I used to just freak out about everything. Mama, don't drink after me. Don't kiss me on my cheek. Don't do this. Don't do that, because you're gonna catch it too. But I didn't have the knowledge. I was just freaked out because everybody was, I don't want to touch you. I don't want. But after I went to the doctor and I got knowledge and I got to read and I got to actually studying HIV and knowing it, because you have to know what you're fighting against. You just can't fight against something you don't know about. You have to learn, sit down, and know, and learn what you're fighting against. And I had to okay, well, my mom can hug me. My mom can kiss me on the cheek. You have somebody to talk to, you're taking care of yourself and your health, and you're knowledgeable about what's going on.
Yep.
You're a winner all
You're a
day
winner all day
long.
long.
A
You're
winner
a
all day
winner.
long.
You
You're
are a
more than a
winner.
conqueror.
You are a winner. So that's what I did. That's a part of me. About what I've some of the recent. I have a couple of commercials I've did before. Shout out to the people that I've did, collaborations with and things like that about Black health, yes, I'm actually undetectable. But I do want to come keep reminders of staying safe, staying aware of STD, staying aware of who you're fooling with, staying aware of it's okay to ask a question. If you meet someone, right, and when you meet that person, and when you the conversation should be like, hey, when the last time you got tested? You know, a lot of people don't like to have that. A lot of people don't want to have that conversation. This is how HIV, STDs, STIs are spread because nobody wants to have that conversation. But you can have that conversation. There's nothing wrong with you having that conversation. Hold on, let me mic check. Let me do a sound check. All right, y'all, we good to go. But I want to continue that conversation with people. So let's go through. I'll put this up for you just so we can be all on the same page about this. I know HIV. Let me say this for one. Let me say this before I get off. It's not gonna be really long. Um, HIV is not a death sentence. Number one, not a death sentence. Two, you can live a long life. I am living proof of that. um, Three, it does not stop you from a relationship, but it does not stop you from anything like that. You do have responsibility at that point then, because the thing is, if you're passionate about, this STD, about any STD, or you're passionate about the person that you love, you're going to alert them of, hey, this is what you're dealing with, because you want to give another person the option to know what they're dealing with. Okay. It's just a courtesy, because some people are ashamed of it. Why? Because it has a stigma around it. I'm gonna go deeper into it one day. I did want to come touch this before the end of the year, and the reason I'm doing this video is because I want you to understand that it's the end of the year, the beginning of the year. One of your newly things that you can do is to know your status. Okay, you need to know your status throughout the year. And if you know your status, you know what I'm saying? It's not, you don't have to tell everybody like I do. Okay. You ain't gotta do that. I do that. Let me do that. But you can understand, like, hey, it's like looking at me, there's someone out there who is like you. And I still have dudes that be like, hey, what's up? You know, and and people are more knowledgeable now of STDs and HIV. Now HIV is a lifelong thing that they do have research studies going on, that are helping out, but we do have preventative measures. Okay, I'm gonna make a video one day, recently, soon, but I want to tell you how HIV is spread. It's spread through sex. Simply to put, it's spread through sex. Okay. Um, However, they do have preventative measures. They have PrEP, pre-exposure prophylactics. It's a pill that you can take on a daily regimen, and then when you're taking the pill for a daily regimen, you now are covered for HIV. It kind of like I describe the pill as a glove that's inside your body, a glove that covers your cells. Because see, when HIV enters the body vaginally or anally, when it enters the body or through needle, when it enters the body, it's in a form, it's like it's its own cell, right? And so what it does is actually wanting to multiply throughout your body, and it's wanting to attach to a cell. So when you're taking PrEP, okay, PrEP is a pill is that when it enters your blood, kind of like a vaccine of any sort that we have, but now we have it's like the vaccine for HIV. um and you taking that, and it prevents the HIV from latching to you, so you remain negative. So I'm saying it's a great thing. I go down through a deep dive one day of what PrEP really is, and but PrEP is awesome. You know what I'm saying? So use PrEP. Also use condoms. You can use condoms. That's condoms is a great thing that you want to always include for your little package. How do you go and get tested for free? A lot of places do testing for free. You can actually, if you want to get learn or how, just in the comment section, if you see this video one day, just comment below and let me know what city you're in, and I will actually go and look up and see where you can get STI tested for free. Because it's kind of funny a lot of times now. they're charging for things. You know what I'm saying? They're charging. They charging for you to know your health. Did you know that? Did Did you know that they're charging you to know what your health status is? Which, and they also have another pill out now, which I like. It's called Doxypip, and Doxypip is a pill that actually, to me, okay, I'm gonna tell you what Doxypip is. So let me pull my screen up. Let's do like a little rundown right quick of what this is. If you are here, welcome to the platform. Welcome to the platform. Okay. All right. So let me see this right here, y'all. Let me see this right here, y'all. Do 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 do. Excuse me. I am moving around some things so I can see some things. Thank you for being. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. All right. So let's pull this up. Let's go through some of this right quick. Okay. Because I mean the thing is this, y'all. We have to have conversations like this. People don't like to have conversations like this. They hate it. But the thing is, it's okay. Do you know you could be with somebody that has HIV and you are safe? And I think if you have that talk, if they're taking their daily medications and their daily regimens every day, they can't even spread you the virus. You still can have children. You still can, do whatever. And then a lot of times people they don't want to tell them because they be like, well, if they should know. No, 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 no. No one should just know. The thing is because HIV doesn't have a look, it doesn't have a face, it doesn't have a thing, anything like that. Only thing we say HIV, sometimes people just mention Magic Johnson. I want to be the next Magic Johnson, really, because Magic Johnson had the ability really to tell more of the story. He just didn't. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody knows that he's undetectable. But let's look at this. Okay, so STD, sexual transmitted diseases, spread mainly through unprotected vaginal, anal, or oral via body fluids. Now, oral, you can't catch a lot from oral sex, but you can catch a few things. Okay, so be careful with that. That includes chlamydia. Okay, so one of people ask, so how you chlamydia it's been on a rise for people that are getting chlamydia through the throat chlamydia. So when you go to the doctor, ask them to get. A lot of times you have chlamydia for a long part of time, or you have colds, you have coughs, you things like that, and you've been out here or chucking on wood, or either you've been out here playing in the sea, wherever you want to call it, and sometimes those body fluids create a bacteria which is chlamydia, gonorrhea, and it can get in your throat. So when you go to the doctor, sometimes they can do blood tests, whatever, as well. But a lot of times they want to swab your throat. Okay, the reason why they're swabbing your throat is they want to swab that part or the inside of the mouth and get their tonsils a little bit because they want to make sure that if it's there. So sometimes you're having like itchy throats, and you've been having sex, you've been doing things, go to the doctor. It's okay, and see if you have a STD. A lot of times sometimes STDs can go unnoticed, right? And with them going unnoticed, you want to make sure that you are doing at least if you're highly sexually active, you want to make sure that you're going and getting tested at least every 3 to 6 months. Okay, 3 to 6. It's not about what you do because I'm not here to judge you. Okay, I can't judge no damn body. Look at me. But I didn't get, but to let you know, I didn't get HIV from being a hoe. Okay, I didn't get it from that. Never did. I got HIV when I was 18, 19 years old, only because I was in love a long time ago. No, the person on that video did not give me anything. We met along the way. We met after. And he's an awesome guy. So I'm not gonna say anything bad about that. But he's an awesome guy. But yeah. So I want you to get tested so you can always know your status. It's not about being shady and nothing like that. You just want to make sure people know, man. You want to make sure people know because some people don't want to talk about it. And the thing is, I'm not ashamed of it because I feel like for me, I feel like if I give you an option Okay, if I give you an option, um, to know what you're dealing with, that's better for you because then you have the option to say, XYZ, how do you feel or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You have that ability to do that. And I want you to have that ability to do that. So that's why it's important to me because I'm not ashamed to tell you that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I can't lie. Bitch, I've been on TV, so I can't just lie because I've been on TV with it. I can't just make it up because I have commercials that you just seen with it. So, what else do you do besides, hey, spread the word of how not to get in my shoes? When you have children, have them talk with your children. Never let us that type of talk scare you from having this conversation with your kids. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Talk to them, okay? Because you want them. We want to stop the spread. How we stop the spread is having hard conversations. Okay, listen. If you're gonna do this while you're not around me, because as a parent, I'm not a parent, but I know parents tell me this. They feel it. They feel every damn thing. So as you in the process of you feeling what's going on, um, you know, um, ensure that you. Hold on, yeah, I got the door. So ensure that you are you know, you're asking the question and then allowing the door to be open. You have to allow the door to be open. You have to allow the door to be open for communication. I know some people don't like it. Some people don't want to talk about it. They don't want to approach it. But at the same time, in order to keep that conversation, whatever, a part of it is going to be, you being able to have that conversation with your children. You know what I'm saying? So have the conversation. Have that conversation. Okay, let me look into this as well. So again, STIs are mainly spread through unprotected vaginal, anal, oral sex, and skin to skin contact with sores or warts, things like that. So sometimes people can have, but these are things that are visible, right? Like listen, it's easy to spot some things. Use your eyes, baby. Always use your eyes. Okay, if you meet a man who got whatever, pull that thing down. Pull that, examine yourself. If you examine okay, examine the nothing wrong with examining it. You got to see who else played with it. You don't know where it's been. You just got there. Shit. So you got to examine the dick. Because you don't know where it's been. You just walked in. You don't know if it's clean. Examine, ask questions. Be curious. You understand me? Be curious. What was the last place it was put? I don't need the name, but I need to know the location. Was it raining outside that night? Did you have on a raincoat? Okay. Okay. And if you do want to go without a raincoat, nothing wrong going without a raincoat. I ain't mean to start preaching. I just start preaching. It's okay for you to go without a raincoat, but if you can go without the raincoat, if you're gonna go without the raincoat, okay, have a deeper conversation because now you're playing not only STIs, you could possibly bring it into children in this thing. And I don't even know your credit score or what it's gonna lead me 18 years down the road. Let me shut up. I got started. I get passionate because we gotta stop the spread. And the only way to do that is for us not to be shame of what the fuck we out here doing. Because then you're risking lives because of your own selfish ego and your own hurt. And it's okay. We all got there, but somebody got to. Let me shut up and move on. I gotta get off of here. Let me get up. So, I'm just saying, I don't want us to do it. We have to. Don't fall into the thing of stigma. We fall into stigma all the time. We fall into stigmas. The stigma is this. I heard, I heard, I heard, I heard, I heard, I heard. Not read, not seen. I heard, and I heard don't save you. Get the facts, know the facts, get the status. It don't look like I got nothing, so I'm fine. Some people are really, really scared to find out. They're really scared. Can I knock you? No, can never knock you. It's a scary thing. But you got to know so you can live longer because if they catch it late, it's everything else. Just like me another day. Some men are going through getting, the men are coming up with prostate cancer. What is prostate cancer? Okay, for black men. Okay. These are things, okay, one of the top killers for black men. It doesn't matter. I don't want nobody with my ass, man. Everything is so motherfucking gay. You refuse to go get your health check. Everything's so gay. It's so gay. You refuse to go and let them make sure ain't nothing going on, but it's the inside of your own body. Don't women have to go every other whatever it is when they go there and they got to get these. My friend describes it as these metal things and shit. Okay, they go and do that. Women do it. Strongest beings on earth, I think. But we're here, you know. So anyway, I went 20 minutes. I thought we going 10. I am silly. Anyway, let me go through this. Go through this. Primary transmission routes. Okay, vaginal, anal, oral. We know that. Mostly it's gonna be vaginal, anal. Okay, y'all see this? It's like a little bit of class. Y'all see this? See this? Okay, we're looking at some facts. Okay. Well, let's go through chlamydia. I've tested for me usually when I do HIV testing. If you don't know me, I do HIV testing. A part of me doing HIV testing, I worked in the field for a very long time. I think it's just my way of trying to spread the news or to keep awareness of what other things can happen. Okay, so looking over this, blood shared needles, syringes, blood transfusions, things like that. So say if you're in a car wreck, a lot of times it was so I think it was tripped out the other day. We was actually having this conversation at my best friend's house for Christmas. Me personally, I cannot. Let me go back to the screen. I'm sorry, I can't say y'all. I cannot I can't give blood. Okay, I can't give blood. I can receive a blood transfusion, but I can't give blood mainly because I have HIV. Okay, and they don't want to risk that, even though I'm undetectable, but it's undetectable. Let me go through this right quick. Some people don't know this conversation. Undetectable is pretty much, it's basically saying that I have HIV, but I cannot spread it. Okay, that's what it's saying. I have HIV, but I cannot spread it. So that's what HIV means. Undetectable means for me. It is I can't spread it. And it's which is an awesome thing, right? Only because you know why? Only because the medications that we have, okay, the medications that we have now. Thank God for medicine. Okay, I know Trump said whatever, and also what grinds my gears. Okay, a lot of times is that to see Trump overturning so much of these things that affect us from getting the care that we need, and for health, that's very concerning to me. The research that we need for cancer, that is very concerning to me. Okay, you know, and these things we need research because without the research, like one thing that Trump did that was actually decently smart is that when he did the mass production of the COVID vaccine, right? So for him to hit mass production of the COVID vaccine, I'm thinking, man, right? Like Trump, like I know, you can utilize this, and you can take all your talents and end HIV overnight. You'll be savior of the world, right? Sorry, I'm trying to see. Okay, people, that's how I look like, but savior of the world. Um, damn, let me call. But anyway, let me go through this. So, Um, most HIVs always really shred through, like I said, anal oral. Um, hepatitis. I'm gonna do a breakdown of this. I think this right here be a great breakdown. I think it's a great breakdown. Like what is hepatitis B? What is it spread? What is herpes? And let me know what you think in the comments as time pass. Let me know what you think. I think you should do that. Like what? Because some people don't want to have this, but it's okay. I just know HIV personally itself. I know I have a a well knowledge round of all STDs, trichomonias and mono and herpes. And I know I've had to get those knowledge of that. Luckily, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't, you never know what person. Because some people or get raped, and then that's a part of them getting raped. If you ever get raped, um, go if you came within the first 24 hours to get them to get you PEP. What is PEP? PEP is a pill that they give you for being exposed to HIV. And if you reach it in time within that first 72 hours of contact, or that first 72 hours um of contact with HIV, you take that pill for I think like 28, 30 days, think of this sort. And it pretty much it's able to gather that and fight it out your system where you still remain negative, right? So even if, like, say for instance, if you get exposed, if you have sex with a person, and then you're nervous the next day, okay, or you don't trust the next day, or whatever, get up and go to the emergency room, tell them I need to get PIP. They're gonna say, have you been exposed to HIV? He said, yes. I don't know what they had. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, but the way you prevent that is that you're going and go and take PIP as well. Go and take PIP. Go and take the PIP immediately. That's the one thing. So outside of that, yeah. I'm sorry for being so passionate about it. But you know, HIV awareness is important. It's spread by, again, blood. It could be from blood transfusion, anal sex, vaginal sex, any of those sorts. Um, or through needles, things like that. Because sometimes people do certain narcotics or whatever. And when they do those, a lot of times they can get transmitted like that as well. So I got company names pulled up, so I got to go downstairs. But I just want to come tell y'all that. Much love to you. And I just want you to understand like who I am a little bit. So if you don't know, this is one thing that I do. And one thing that I will be doing is breaking stuff down more. But yeah, we have to stop this spread. But again, HIV does not have a face. Okay, HIV does not have a face. No. Okay, I'm full, cheek a little dimple. You know, black and awesome. But aware. I know my status. I will, never, and other health. Sometimes, a lot of times, like now, that HIV won't be the thing that it really takes me out. Probably won't be the thing that takes me out. I have to be aware of it, but it probably won't be the thing that takes me out. Right? It won't be the thing that takes me out. Because I'm aware. I know that the medicine reduces the HIV in my system to the point I can live forever, and it doesn't bother me health wise because it latches onto your immune system, and your immune system is life for your body. So then also come with you eating appropriately, exercising, getting your status, what I'm saying, asking the questions when you meet a person. All that works into your own health. Okay. Just not black health overall. I'm black, so I would definitely say I was a black health, but health overall for anyone. These are the basic things, exercise, love yourself, okay? Eat, which they always saying you remember they always saying they used to say, you are what you eat. Remember that saying? Anybody remember that? You are what you eat. So you got to remember what you're eating, because it makes you feel how you come out to play. What's on the inside kind of shows on the outside. So they come like sometimes your skin, or sometimes in your weight, or how your body balances out, or how you feel. So all of that is a part of that. So anyway, um, okay, I'm coming. My camera's going off downstairs. My God, today. My God, today. Jesus be a fence around me. I want to turn every light off in my house right now. I want to turn every light off in my house right now. Every light. What is a pip code? Okay, y'all. I don't know. Anyway. Jesus. Anyway, y'all be blessed. It's okay. Nothing's happened. Then gotta hit the money to pay it. I'm all right. Lord, bills. Can you pay my bills? Can you pay my telephone bill? Can you pay my animal bill? Can you make me chill? I don't think you do. So me and you are through. Can you pay my telephone bill? Can you pay my animal bill? Can you pay me chill? I don't think you do. So me are through. Okay. Anyway. Shout out and love to y'all. Thank y'all for being here. Shout out to all the new people. Sorry for getting so passionate along the way. It's just that, man, we have to be able to, um, you know, do better. And you got to be able to see examples, not samples or examples that are not ashamed. And I'm not ashamed to say, yes, I have HIV. 17 years, undetectable, healthy, wise, knowledgeable, and I know my status. You know why? Because I got the knowledge when I got my results. And I can live for a long time. Okay. And it won't even be the thing that ends me. So it's okay. Ask questions, know your status, Don't be scared. Ask them, hey, when was the last time you got tested? Okay. If they get mad at me and like, why you mad at me? Why you trying to? No, if they do that, run. Bitch, I got to go. Bobby, seriously, go.